your thoughts regarding the perception of a racial divide within our city? It's evident in several ways, such as the lack of adequate minority representation in city-paid positions, and the lack of activities and resources like well-maintained parks and playgrounds for youth in Districts 5 and 6, or a community center in District 6.
First and foremost, I want to thank people at FACT for organizing this. I want to thank Scott for moderating. But most importantly, I want to thank all of you for being here, for taking your time to participate in government. The state of government right now requires you to be ever more vigilant and ever more informed, so I want to thank you. In regards to the perception that there are socioeconomic and racial differences, that happens throughout the nation, throughout different cities. And it does happen here in Pawtucket, as much as we would not like to admit it. Knocking on doors, there's a difference north of Smithfield Avenue than there is in south of Smithfield Avenue. So when I say that, north of Smithfield Avenue, you tend to see more one-family homes. They're well-kept, well-manicured. South of Smithfield Avenue, what you tend to see is more tenement homes. Those homes tend to be in rougher shape. I want to speak to the people there, but sometimes the doorbells don't work. That's if they even have doorbells. So that's one of the ways that you can see it locally here in District 58. The fact that we don't have people representative and paid in both elected positions is a travesty. It's very bad, because who is going to fight more for the interests of people than people within those communities? At the end of the day, if you don't make less than minimum wage or around minimum wage, who's going to fight for that interest more than someone who knows what it is to go through that? And we definitely need more investment. We need more people informed. We need to support people who are diverse and get them into positions of power so that they can represent their communities.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Carlos, you have the floor.
Thank you. Again, thanks everybody for you being here today and for giving us the opportunity to speak to the issues that are important to you, and that we hope that we could address or answer any of your questions. So in regards to racial divide, yeah, as Jonathan said, we see it across the country. I was born here. My parents immigrated here as well from Columbia in 1979, and they worked hard. I grew up on Boutwell Street, right a block outside of this district, and I've been in this district for the last 20 years. In regards to the positions, although there are a lot of positions, there are a lot of long-term career positions that people hang on to until they retire. Some of them are appointed by the administration, and yes, I believe that they could have done a better job as to appropriating more for the community that is reflective of the community. Now, I would love to do more. However, that is a city issue. That's something that's outside of our realm. We can lend a voice, we could lend a hand, we can support the efforts, we could advocate, but that's outside of what we do as state representatives. As a state legislator, what I can do is find ways where, as our economy continues to grow, we can see how we could reappropriate some of those funds back into our communities and make sure the state aid is greater. And then, like that, maybe begin to address the issues such as the playgrounds. That, again, I played in them throughout my life when I was a kid at Payne Park. It wasn't the greatest, but it was there, and I think the next thing we do is making upgrades.